How you feel about people that say Tupac died gang banging?
People say Tupac died gangbanging. You know, to be honest, like Pac had a lot of love for Bloods and Crips. You know, he was with Big Sight. Master Cody was his homie. Manu. These are all homies of Pac. And then Pac also had a lot of love for Suge and his homie Trade, White Dudes, Heron, Buntry, because these are the individuals that's not only got him out of jail, but these was the people who was around him. So of course, Pac is a loyal individual. So being that Suge just paid $1 million to get him out of jail, took care of him from the day he landed, touchdown. These dudes around him, Heron, Buntry, these dudes around him like soldiers. So that's why you started hearing Pac shout out, the mob and things like that. It was from his loyalty that he felt like he wanted to show these dudes back that he got some loyalty for them. And even though LA dudes, like I was speaking to an LA dude, he said, well, what happened, we call it gangbanging because Pac fought a Crip dude that was an enemy of Paru Bloods. But I don't look at it that way. Pac, the first incident that happened with Orlando Anderson and Trey and them, when Orlando Anderson tried to snatch the death row chain, rumor was that Puffy was paying anybody who bring a death row chain, original death row chain, $10,000. This was the rumor, and this was the rumor that even got back to Pac. So when Pac seen Orlando Anderson, he looked at it like, that's the dude that Puffy tried to use to humiliate me by attacking. So that's why Pac reacted. You know what I mean? But he showed a lot of love to the mob, which was Suge homies, because they was the ones around him holding him down. And then you also him showing a lot of love to Big Sight. He was a Imperial from IVC, Imperial Village Crip. Bogart was from Schoolyard Crips. Pac was with, he was showing love with both parties. Pac always was trying to figure out how can he stop Bloods and Crips from killing each other. You know what I mean? So he had respect for both sides. So it wasn't like Pac said, wait a minute, that's a Crip, let me go attack him. Like Pac just full-fledged jumped into gangbanging, like people try to claim, He looked at it like that was the dude that tried to snatch the death row chain. Now, let me go represent. That's how Pac looked at it.
Biggie and Puffy, they was getting protection from the Southside Crips, right? While they was in LA?
Yes. And this is, I think, some of the Southside Crips said that. So Biggie and Puffy was paying the Southside Crips for protection, knowing that these are the rivals of Suge of the mob Paru or the Bloods and and Compton. So eventually, man, that was a kettle, man, that was gonna blow up eventually. You know what I mean? That was just eventually was gonna happen.
How do you feel about people that say Puffy has something to do with Tupac death?
Never know. You know what I mean? You never know, bro. And I'm not saying it because this is you can hear from the mouth, the horse's mouth himself, Orlando Anderson, Keefe D, the uncle of Orlando Anderson. He said himself, Puffy offered him money to kill Suge and Pac. This dude is on YouTube saying it. You know what I mean? I can't speculate and say it. I don't know, but these are individuals who ran with Puffy. They saying these things, bro. And so you never know. You know what I mean? Whatever happened in this worldly life, we'll see it on the day of judgment. We ain't gonna escape it. You know what I mean?